Hello guys, welcome to another video. In today's video, we will be discussing some of the amazing smartwatches equipped with cool features. So stay tuned till end of the video, and you may find your next smartwatch. But before continuing further, kindly hit the subscribe button and press the bell icon, so you never miss any update from us. Let's continue with our video. Number 5. Garmin Venue SQ. The Garmin Venue SQ is a decent all-round performer, and we've not seen a Garmin watch with a color screen at this price point before. The problem is that the screen quality and design is inferior to the more expensive original Venue. The archaic watch UI and sluggish GPS left us with mixed feelings about the cheaper Venue. While you get that familiar sports tracking experience, we wished it had more in common with its pricier compatriot in the looks department. The Garmin Venue SQ is a cheaper alternative to the Garmin Venue, giving you similar features to the best fitness trackers and some of the best smartwatches, but now with a square display. The Venue is packing all the core sensors of its round sibling, built-in GPS, a heart rate monitor, and also includes the very on-trend pulse ox sensor. There are dedicated modes for the likes of running, cycling, and swimming to make it a solid sports tracking companion, though we found that picking up a GPS signal was a little on the sluggish side. It doesn't scrimp on smartwatch features either, with the Music Edition offering a built-in music player and all versions offering contactless payments and access to Garmin's Connect IQ store to download apps and watch faces. The Venue promises to do a lot, which does cause some problems with the way you get around the watch, and it takes some getting used to how things work and where things live. What you really miss out from the main Venue is that more impressive AMOLED display, animated workouts to follow on the watch, and an altimeter to track your elevation. If you can live without those features, then the Venue SQ should be a decent sporty smartwatch companion. Number 4. Fitbit Versa 3. With integrated GPS and some design tweaks, the Fitbit Versa 3 is an excellent wearable. Like its predecessor though, it's more a fitness tracker than a smartwatch, with very limited productivity apps on offer. What you do get is great battery life, a better display than before, and a plethora of fitness statistics, making this a very compelling and affordable Apple Watch alternative. However, given this is the third iteration of the popular Versa line, it's a little disappointing that Fitbit is still not quite getting the mark in some areas. The Versa 3 is a serious contender to be the best fitness tracker on the market, especially given its relatively affordable price tag and the plethora of fitness tracking capabilities it has, which also includes an SpO2 sensor to measure blood oxygen levels while you sleep. However, a lot more useful information is locked behind the Fitbit Premium paywall, and the redesign of the side button has made it frustrating to use. Instead of a physical button, like there is on the Versa 2, there's now an indent on the left side of the chassis that's similar to the inductive button that debuted on the Fitbit Charge 3. Unfortunately, it's not as well implemented on the Versa 3, and it takes a few tries to find the exact spot you need to press to bring up apps and submenus. There's also a lot more fitness monitoring features on the Versa 3, making the on-device interface a lot busier than what was available on the Versa 2 at launch. There are ways to manage them all, but they do take time to get used to. Despite that, performance is excellent, as we come to expect from Fitbit devices. Battery life is about 6 days on a dim screen setting, but it drops to half that if you have the display set to always on. GPS isn't as pinpoint accurate as on some other bands we've reviewed, but for the average user that won't matter very much. The heart rate monitor is now a bit more precise than the Versa 2, but without a chest strap to compare, it's hard to judge exactly how accurate it is. Number 3. Samsung Galaxy Watch 4 Classic. The Samsung Galaxy Watch 4 Classic is currently the last remaining Samsung Galaxy watch you can buy with a real, physically rotating bezel. You can easily navigate through menus or pages simply by twisting the bezel, and it's one of the watch's best features, especially because the virtual bezel on the standard Watch 4, which requires you to stroke the edges of the screen to interact with the device, doesn't work too well. This also gives the Galaxy Watch 4 Classic a more premium appearance, with a chunky ring around the display that more closely resembles the design of classic wristwatches. It also gives the wearable added protection against everyday knocks and bumps, which for clumsy people is super useful. The display on the watch is 42mm across if you opt for the 42mm version, and 46mm if you opt for the 46mm model. That might sound obvious, but it's worth clarifying that the size refers to the display and not the body as a whole. The display is one of the best we've seen on a smartwatch, with bold colors and high max brightness, making it easy to view both in glaring daylight and when we raised our wrist to glance at it while on a run. This software brings lots of upgrades over the previous build of Wear OS. There are more tiles that you can easily navigate between using the rotating bezel, so you can easily jump to music controls, workout tracking modes, or the heart rate monitor. Number 2. Samsung Galaxy Watch 5. With the Samsung Galaxy Watch 5, Samsung has found its stride in the smartwatch space. No, it's not all that different from last year's Samsung Galaxy Watch 4, but the handful of upgrades have incremental, yet ample appeal. The Samsung Galaxy Watch 5's battery life is up to 10 hours longer, while the device is also more durable against scratches thanks to a sapphire crystal glass display. The bottom curvature is reshaped to fit wrists more naturally and increase the amount of surface area that actually makes contact with your skin, improving the accuracy of sensor readings. Speaking of health sensors, the Samsung Galaxy Watch 5 has a new one to offer: a skin temperature reader. It doesn't actually work yet, but when it does, it'll inform sleep tracking and be open to third-party health developers. The Galaxy Watch 5 comes in 4 colors: graphite, silver, sapphire, and pink gold. It comes with silicone straps, but Samsung sells a number of interchangeable bands. All the while, the device tracks heart rate, calories burned, and time elapsed. The Samsung Galaxy Watch 5 runs Wear OS powered by Samsung, which basically means Google's smartwatch software is at the foundation of the experience, but it's layered by many of Samsung's in-house apps, watch faces, and menus. It also means that the smartwatch pairs and syncs effortlessly with other Samsung devices in the same user ecosystem. The Galaxy Watch 5 continues the body composition analysis feature. IA reading on the Samsung Galaxy Watch 5 is easy and quick, especially compared to the effort it would take to get your physical makeup tested at a doctor's office. If I were looking to track my fitness journey, an on-wrist bioelectrical impedance analysis (BIA) test once a week or so could help me see how my body changes over time. Number 1. Google Pixel Watch. The Pixel Watch runs on Google's Wear OS 3, and it is compatible with any Android phone running Android 8.0 or later. While its sleek design matches well with the new Pixel 7 and Pixel 7 Pro phones, you don't need to have a Pixel phone to take advantage of this watch's capabilities. Only one feature is exclusive to the Pixel phones, which is using the watch as a remote control for the camera. However, it isn't at all compatible with iPhones. That's not surprising, of course, since the Apple Watch doesn't work with Android phones. The Pixel Watch stands as Google's answer to the Apple Watch for Android users. But is it a convincing choice? Let's dig in and find out. The Pixel Watch looks familiar. It has a circular face, the same as favored by most non-smart watches. The rounded design makes perfect sense. A clock's hands move round a circle, after all. The face actually looks more like a traditional watch than Samsung's round Watch 5 and Watch 5 Pro, and it stands in contrast to Apple Watch's rectangular shape. The bright OLED display looks crisp and sits inside a round casing that's somehow neat, svelte, and full of personality. The watch looks sleek and attractive, but the rounded shape has one downside. You can't display as much text as you can on a rectangular display like the Apple Watch, which makes it harder to read notifications. We hope that you have enjoyed our video. Kindly give it a thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe to our channel and press the bell icon so you never miss any update from us. Thanks for watching the video.